Good morning, people. Now I am back in my homeland, the land of my birth, Great Britain. It's great, isn't it? Wouldn't it be great if all countries put the word great before the name? Gran Italia, Grande España, Great Britain. It is a crisp 7 degrees here this morning, which is exactly the same temperature as the northern Italian town in which I live. I'll post them here, look, so that you can see I'm not lying. Now every time I come back here I always post a video about the differences I see in the UK and Italy after having lived in Italy for coming on 25 years now. I went out last night. I met up with an old school friend, close friend of mine. He came to my wedding. I haven't seen him for about 3 or 4 years, so it's good to catch up with people like that. It's good to bond with people. That's one thing I miss, and one thing I'm fairly jealous of a lot of my Italian friends. Everyone in Italy is always a stone's throw away, or always live close to the people they went to school with. And I think it's every now and again my wife goes out, I don't know, every year for a dinner with people who she went to primary school with and people that she doesn't really see that often. But I think it's good for the soul. I've always said in previous videos as well, we're social animals. So when I come back here, I don't keep in contact with that many people. But obviously now with the internet and that, you can follow people on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Did I just say TikTok? I didn't mean to say TikTok. So yeah, and we were talking in the pub last night, and we were watching a football game, and they were discussing how they think it's crazy TV culture. I think this argument's based around TV culture. They think that it's crazy that in the UK now, on the panel, when you're watching a football match, you have to have a woman, you have to have a coloured person, there has to be a disabled person. You have to tick all these boxes, yeah, to get on the TV. And at the end of the day, they know nothing about the sport, they know nothing about football. Now, luckily, that culture is not in, it doesn't happen in Italy, that way of thinking, not yet. I think it will come in. I think the word is woke culture. It's amazing. Just watching TV here, how many people are on the screens just because they tick certain boxes, that ethnic minorities, their sexual orientation, their disabilities, not for what they know. Now surely that is not progress, my friends. Surely we're going backwards. Surely your job should be based on what you know about the job. Like I said, in Italy that doesn't exist. I mean, the people who are on panels, I'm talking about football matches here, yeah? So that's what we were watching. That's what they were complaining about, my friends were complaining about. In Italy, the panel of a normal football match is made up from Del Piero, Bergomini, I think his name is. All ex-players who know loads and loads about football. They won the World Cup. So we've got to question ourselves in this great British culture that we have. Is that progress, or is it something else? I can't believe I've got my sunglasses on here. It's not very often you have to wear your sunglasses. It's not because I had too much to drink last night. Look, I'll prove it. Typical British weather, the sun comes out, then it goes away behind the clouds. Another argument I'd like to touch upon is TV culture in general here. I couldn't believe how mad people go for, I'm a celeb, get me out of here. And my mum was watching it, she's like mad about it. Everyone was talking about it in the pub. Like, what culture is that? I looked at the ratings, yeah, and I think they have like 10 million views. So they've got the views in. In fact, it's probably the only programme that keeps the ITV up and the BBC up. But like the actual storyline or what the show's about is terrible. It's the demise of British culture. How can 10 million, or I think even at its peak views, it got 15 million views. How can 15 million people watch such a terrible thing? Like, people are getting insects shoved on them. They do these challenges where just disgusting. I really don't understand it. And everyone in there is fake to me. I know they have an Italian equivalent of it. It's called Famosi. but it's definitely not got as much traction as it does here in the UK, because partly TV culture in Italy is a lot different to what it is here. I mean, look at the British TV culture or British TV shows are popular all throughout the world. There's a huge movement culture around British TV. And it approved at looking at the views that Isola dei Famosi has in Italy. I think at its peak it got like 2 million views, where the peak here for it was 10 million or even more, so 5 or 6 times more people watch it in the UK than they do in Italy. And I'm thinking, there's a British flag. People are getting, in Italy you see Italian flags everywhere, but people are getting shouted at or put down for putting the British flags up. There's another one up there. I think British culture needs to have a real good look at itself. Societal norms need to change here. Anyway, I digress. Let me know in the comments what you think about these TV shows. Are they good? Are they bad? The presenters of the shows as well. As I speak, there's another British flag. Ant and Dec. Now, they used to be in a TV show called Biker Grove that I watched when I was a kid. But I just can't stand them. They got done as well. I read recently they got done for scamming people out of telephone votes. It's just a huge money-making, spinning activity that I don't get it. I really don't get it how people can watch it. Surely there must be better things to do than watch I'm a Celeb, Get Me Out of Here. Even the people who go in it, it's like, what are you doing? We really need a reality check. I think some people need, or some societies need a reality check. So yeah, so that's my take on British culture now, as I come back for a short weekend. I'll be back over Christmas as well. I'll come back in 3 weeks. I just got a cheap flight. My sister came over as well. They went to see a concert that I was going to go to, the Lathams, but I didn't get a ticket in the end. They went. Great band, by the way. So now I'm going to go and buy some paracetamol, because my sister told me that it costs 50p here. And I messaged my wife and said, look, these cost 50p here. Shall I buy some? How much do they cost in Italy? She said, yeah, get them. It costs €5 in Italy. So Italian, you need to get your finger out there as well. What's going on there? Why is something costing 50p here and €5 in Italy? It costs the same in Spain as well, €5 in Spain. So I'm going to get as many as I can, take them back. I never take paracetamol, but I know my wife and kids every now and again, they take it. So I'm going to go into the shop here, I'll show you.
What else? Is that it? Yeah. Hot stuff.
So there you go, that's how much they cost in the UK, the Great Britain. Need my sunglasses on again. I'm coming up to the charity shop now. That's another great thing that I love about this country. They've got charity shops where you can buy, like, I bought a super dry jacket in there for £5 a year ago. Fitted me perfectly. I knew they probably cost 200 quid. But all these charity shops, there's loads of them. There's one here as well, look. It's called the Willbrook Hospice. And as you know, I'm a massive Oasis fan. I saw Noel Gallagher on YouTube the other day. He said that every year he changes his wardrobe, or he changes all his clothes. Take my sunglasses off again because the sun's gone away behind the cloud. And they pop up in these charity shops, so you can get really good deals in charity shops. That's something that doesn't exist in Italy. Got to unite cultures, take the best from both worlds and make a utopia, make a societal utopia. Perfect place. So yeah, that's it, folks. It's my quick video for today, wrapping up the difference between the UK and Italy. I'm going to go out for lunch. Hopefully going to have a Sunday lunch. So it's Sunday today. Looking forward to that. And then go and play some snooker. I've got a snooker table just round the corner from where I live here in the UK, which I can walk within 3 minutes. Whereas in Italy I have to drive 1 hour. And then watch some football. Sorry, I forgot to ask you to like and subscribe if you want to know more about what's like living in Italy, about seeing differences between the UK and Italy. YouTube thinks you might like this video. Now the real ciao for now.